Oh, we rolling? We're rolling. Okay, here we go. Question and answer. You ask the questions, I answer them. Question and answer, the next volume, today's the 17th, November 17th, 2017, today's Friday. Okay, Friday. All right, here we go. Now, the first question was on Twitter. I only got one question on Twitter. I didn't really ask anybody to ask me any questions on Twitter, but whatever. I got a couple of here. Okay. First question comes from Barnabas Reynolds on Twitter. He asked, is it true that George Soros bailed out the Williams brothers after they arrested for looting? That's a possibility. I know that George Soros, well, he's dead now, but I know that George Soros funded Antifa, and he also funded, what was the other one? Not the Clinton Foundation. The other terrorist group, the LGBTQ terrorist group. Yeah, and Black Lives Matter. He funded, so I mean, he's got so much money to give to these scumbags. And now the Loot brothers, allegedly they got a couple kids running around. I don't know. That's all we need. I don't know who. He asked, would you rather have sex with Blair White or Laura Loomer? Probably Laura Loomer. All right, there's too many questions here. Okay, let's get to the YouTube questions. He also asked me, why do I listen to Enter music if I'm against Enters? Well, I am. There's a difference between a black person and a Enter. So I try to, when the Enter, like Snoop Doggy Dogg, if he comes on the radio, I tune him out because he hates Donald Trump. Kanye West, on the other hand, doesn't hate Donald Trump. So I'll listen to Kanye West. So Barnabas Reynolds, he asked me why do I listen to Enter music, whatever. But I'm not a racist. I mean, okay, here we go. Somebody's texting me. Hold on. All right, here we go. First question. Why did Hydra Joners run away from the internet? I think he meant to type jokers, but he typed an N instead. That question comes from Charles Hydrocarbon Woodson. He asked, why did Hydro Joker run away from the internet? I think Veronica Clark scared him. I don't know. I got Veronica Clark kicked off. I think I got her suspended on Twitter. I don't know. That's a good question, but I don't have an answer for that. Why did Hydro Joker, also known as Hydrocarbon 209, run away from the internet? He probably better at life than you and has a life outside of the internet. Fed Smoker Fan Lounge asked, have you ever pulled $100,000 a year? Every year. I'm independent. So you're damn right, man. But here's the thing. You got to pay for fuel. You got to pay for this. You got to pay for maintenance. So it comes a big deal, And now they're going to try to do this electronic log bullshit, The electronic log mandate, which you got to pay a monthly fee it's ridiculous. I mean, they got to have better respect for truckers because we haul America's shit and we haul their shit. So they got to have better respect for us. Oregon Thumb Facts asked me, have you ever dunked your cookies into a pudding cup? I wash it down with Pepsi and I love it. That's disgusting. No, I have not. I don't eat cookies. I'm laying off the fat, so when I did, I didn't dip them in shit, but I don't eat cookies anymore. I'm trying to lose weight. Duckhead, he asked me, what is your favorite breakfast sandwich from McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts? I like the Dunkin' Donuts original donuts. See, I'm pretty original when it comes to my food. I don't use ketchup, mayonnaise. When I order a hamburger, I like it dry. I don't have ketchup on it, mayonnaise, nothing. When I eat my cereal, I eat it without milk. I just don't understand the concept of eating cereal with milk. I don't get it. I eat it dry. When I order chicken tenders, no sauce. At Denny's, I order chicken tenders or strips sometimes. I order the dinner, no sauce. I eat it dry. Meatloaf, no gravy. I eat it dry. I like my food dry. I don't dip anything in anything. I love it dry. Just like I like my pussy. I love it dry. That way I can make it wet. You know? Chip and Salsa ask, since you're white, when you eat fried chicken, do you prefer to take it with the bagel? I don't like bagels, and I don't see what me being white liking fried chicken has to do with anything. This one time in Atlanta, Georgia, I was at a truck stop, and I walked across the street to the fried chicken place. It was all black in there, but that doesn't bother me. I like my fried chicken. I'm a white boy that likes my fried chicken. Next question. Derek Hopper, he asked, who would win in a fight, you or Oppressador? Probably Oppressador. He's a biblical beast puppet master. You see his size, that motherfucker? He's like, I met him in person. He's like 6'3", 325. I mean, the guy's fucking big. Duckhead asked me another question. What is that ugly 60-year-old Nazi bitch, Veronica Clark? Why is she obsessed with you? She thinks I'm head of the JWO. I don't know why she's obsessed with me. I mean, it's kind of like Latherland. He has another obsession with me. God, man, that guy fucking stalks me more than Veronica Clark. I don't know if he's gay or what, but if he sees this video, I'm not gay. I don't want to date. I just want you to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. So I don't know what these people are obsessed with me. I don't get it. Why you're obsessed with me? I'm just a fat slob on the internet. I don't get why they're obsessed with me. I don't know. Black Bigot, my man Black Bigot. He asked, how many prostitutes per 3 months do you pick up? I don't pick up prostitutes. He should have asked how much pussy in 3 months have I picked up. That's what he should have asked. But I don't fuck with anything that has an STD. I don't fuck with prostitutes. I don't know where they've been, especially some toothless crack whore. I don't want her slobbing on my knob. Damn right. Legendary Nerd 2000 asked, if you accidentally banged a tranny, would you consider yourself gay? Well, I don't know how I can accidentally bang a tranny. When I go to the bar and I'm touching her thigh, I at least want to be touching something else to make sure she ain't got a tree trunk, you know? Because if she does, I'm not taking her home with me. But, so I don't think I would ever accidentally bang a tranny. So that question's kind of irrelevant. Pee Wee Herman. Oh, I haven't heard of him in a while. I wonder what Pee Wee Herman's been doing, man. He hasn't been on TV in a long time. Well, Pee Wee Herman, get it? The famous Pee Wee Herman. He's in my comment section. Believe it or not, I'm not making this up. Well, anyway, Pee Wee Herman. I like your show, Pee Wee Herman. You know, I mean, I watched it when I was a kid, but anyway, Pee Wee Herman asked me, why did D-Town steal my radical bike? D-Town, man, that guy's a dickhead. Well, he is a convicted felon. He's known for, when he was, his felonies, I think it's from stealing. So that probably explains it. He probably wants to compete with, who else owns him? He probably wants to compete with Fed Smoker. That's why he stole your bike. Because Fed Smoker's got that fast car, you know, driving around the country in that Crown Vic. That he probably wants to compete with Fed Smoker. That's probably why he stole your bike, Pee Wee Herman. Next question comes from SickBoy570. He asks, now be honest, when was the last time you shit your pants even a little bit? I never shit my pants in my life. However, I did shit in my diaper. I think I was like 2.5. I think that was the last time I shit in my diaper, 2.5. It was runny, it was messy. My mom had to wipe my asshole to clean it up. It was a mess, but that was like 33 years ago, so. Doggy Style, he comes back, he's got another question. Would you rather suck any bloody tampon or swallow your own cum through a straw? That's a good question. Well, I'm not a fag, so I can't suck my own cum. What is with these questions? Bloody tampon. Well, it depends who the bloody tampon is. I heard that black girls, they have a really good crotch, so the tampon, you know, probably a black girl. Yeah, suck on her tampon. Yeah, as long as it's from a black girl. Yeah, okay. I can't pronounce his name. Next question comes from Tint Tony, or Tart Tony, whatever. Apologize if I got it wrong. He asked me, who is your biggest puppet out of all your puppets? And he lists the name. Is it Real Brother Radio, Theron K on Twitter? Is it SoulSlob187, SoulWorld James? Is it Fed Smoker? Is it Latherland? Is it Anomaly100 on Twitter? Or is it Veronica Clark? Out of all those puppets, out of all those idiots, who is your biggest puppet? This is an easy one. And that answer is SoulSlob187. It takes nothing to get him dancing. That guy has got to be my biggest puppet entirely, because he's obsessed and he's sad and he's jealous of me because I met El Prestador in person. And ever since then, he's been dancing for me. He's been making videos. I don't even have to mention his name, and he'll fucking dance for me. No doubt, so will James 187's biggest puppet of them all. Next question comes from R.C. Maxwell. What level of hell will gays be in? That's up to God. Homosexuality is a sin. It's immoral. You cannot get into heaven being gay. So I'm praying for my cousin who's a lesbian. But, I mean, all sins, I do believe that homosexuality is kind of like just another sin, that you have to repent. But the only problem is, it says in the Bible that if you die while sinning, that you go to hell. So if I was to do something really crazy and die while doing it, I could go to hell. So the problem with homosexuality is they're actually sinning why they die if they don't change. So therefore, that's why gays go to hell. Rick James, 187, he asked, what is your favorite meal of the day? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? My favorite meal of the day is breakfast, because that's how I get my day going. If I don't have my breakfast, I can't get my fucking day going, and I'll pass out, and I don't want that happening, and I won't be able to get coherent with my day. So I gotta have my breakfast. So breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I love my breakfast. Sometimes I prefer McDonald's on my breakfast, but usually I prefer Dunkin' Donuts at my breakfast. So, but I gotta have my breakfast. The real Oregon Thumb, he asked, do you think gays will go to heaven? And the answer is no, because I said in my last question, or the question before, I said if you die during sinning, you go to hell. Jason Whitlock asked, how many bitches have you fucked in your life? Man, I took so many girls' virginity when in high school. Oh my God. Probably more than Hugh Hefner. I mean, sometimes I feel like my dick is gonna fall off. Oregon Tree asked, who is paying for the breakfast when you and Black Bigot meet up? Yeah, I need to meet up with Black Bigot. He's a cool guy. Who's gonna pay for the breakfast? Probably me, because I'm richer. Not to insult Black Bigot, but he lives in a van or something, so he might be poorer than me. And I kind of feel sorry for the guy. Am I still going? Where are we at? 13 minutes? Okay. So I'll probably pay for him, pay for his breakfast. Oh gosh, more questions. Oregon Ducks fan, he asked, is it true that J.Ron Williams died? There is a news article saying he was shot dead, Luton, in Houston, Texas. No, he didn't. He came back from the dead, actually. He resurrected, because he's on Twitter and he's still going at it. It's not like he used to. It's kind of minimal, but he's still going at it. He resurrected from the dead. He might be looting the when the Antifa takes over. When Antifa takes over in the revolution, which was supposed to happen on November 4th, but I don't know when it's going to happen. But he might be looting that too. So just another excuse to loot. Eli Commander asks, how many times are you going to let J.Ron Williams get away with looting your truck? Well, he's never looted my truck. I came under sniper fire one time when I was in Texas, and it resulted in a bunch of tires going out, but you know, that was like 3 years ago or something. So he's tried, but he's been unsuccessful. Sippin' Seaman, he asked, how many times has Jack banned you off Twitter? The Twitter bans is getting it's kind of dying out. It's not as bad as it used to be. Now Mark Fuckenberg is starting to ban me from Facebook multiple times, and it's getting pretty bad. So Mark Fuckenberg has just banned me off Twitter or Facebook a few times, like 8 times within the last week. Jack, he's banned me. He holds a record like 200 times. Fucking jackass. Hanging on by a thread, ask me, do you have a Gab account since all the conservatives are being banned from Twitter? I created a Gab account like since it came in August 2016 when it first came out. I still got it. Raging Rob 192 on Gab. Yeah, I do have a Gab account, but I do have certain rules. So if I'm one step ahead of you. I've already got a Gab account, and I knew the conservatives are getting banned from Twitter quite often. So I've had a Gab account for quite a while. And I got a rule when it comes to my Gab account, no liberals allowed. Hanging on by a thread, he asked me another question. What is your favorite breakfast cereal? Rice Krispies without milk. Rubes of the Night asked me, are you still a drug dealer or have you stopped your activities since Canadian Border Patrol almost caught you? I was never a drug dealer. Oh, wait, I used to deal smack when I was 13, right in front of Joe Louis Arena, Mean Streets of Detroit. But anyway, I got banned from Canada in 2008. I'm not going to say why on YouTube, because my haters will get a hold of it. That's not why I was banned, drug dealing. I never dealt drugs in my life. I mean, I used to run around with the Detroit Mafia when I was younger. When I was like a teenager, I used to run around with the Detroit Mafia and take up jobs. And yeah, I'm not going to go in details, but that was when I was a 13-year-old back in the streets of the mean streets of Detroit. Derek Hopper asked me another question. What do you think about Meek Mill getting 2 to 4 years for constantly violating his probation? And do you think there is any karma involved because he never apologized to you? Absolutely. I think, he broke the fucking law. He serves his time. That's it. I still want an apology from him, but I do say this. And the same thing goes with these trolls getting me banned from the internet. Karma comes, I believe in karma. Karma's a bitch. She is a bitch. And I believe in what goes around comes around. And I believe that what happened to Meek Mill was payback for not apologizing to me. I firmly believe that. I got another text. Okay. Who else is texting me? Okay, anyway, next question. Derek Hopper, another question. Would you suck dick for $100 million? Absolutely not. I'd rather stroke a tree trunk. Brett Reed, he asked me, this is the last question, he asked me, how does it feel to know you're going to die a virgin other than you and your brother got drunk that one weird night? I'm not a virgin. Your question is irrelevant. Well, anyway, it's kind of a weak question and answer, but these are my question and answers. November 17th, 2017, Friday. Subscribe to my other channels, and more videos coming soon. This is Raging Rob. I'll get this video up as soon as I can, probably tonight.